You know, I used to say on the Big Fat Morning Show, love the kids. Well, here at the Marc Clarke Show, the tradition continues. We still love the kids. And this segment of Amazing Youth focuses on a special kid. Young man is like 10 years old, and he loves the brain. So much so, he did a project and won with this project. It's called Amazing Youth. It's Lamarr Darnell Shields on the Marc Clarke Show. Check this out.
Hi, this is your man Lamarr Darnell Shields for the Marc Clarke Morning Show. As you know, Marc and I love the kids, and since we love the kids so much, once a week on Marc Clarke TV, Marc Clarke Morning Show, we're going to highlight the best and brightest that Baltimore, and for that matter, the state of Maryland has to offer with a segment called Amazing Youth. And today, I'm at Colonial Christian Academy to interview one of those amazing youth, Joshua Johnson. He wants to be a brain surgeon, just like Dr. Benjamin Carson, and we're going to go in and interview him right now, so stay tuned. Before we get into what you do, tell us where we are. What's the name of your school again?
Colonial Christian Academy.
Colonial Christian Academy. And how old are you?
10 years old.
10 years old. First of all, I got to say something, man. What is this on your head? What are you wearing?
Well, I'm wearing parts of the brain. Well, it's like a diagram of what your parts of the brain are. Okay.
So I guess this experiment is about brain something. So
Yes.
you like a little Ben Carson or something?
Yeah, you can say that.
All right, so now our listeners at home may not be as bright as you are, so you got to take it real slow. You got to take it real slow and just tell us what we see here. What do we see here?
Well, you're seeing sight from your eyes or your brain. I'm first going to tell you a little bit about the sight from your eyes. The eye is a window that has a purpose. Its purpose is to focus light like a camera does.
Okay.
And take the image and take it directly to the occipital lobe, which is directly in the back of your brain.
That's right here. Okay. All right.
And the occipital lobe is the most important part of your brain.
So how did you learn the stuff about the brain, man? Are you stalking like Ben Carson or something, or are you reading books or what?
It's reading books, going on the internet and looking up information, and I happen to think my class is called Mad Science.
Mad Science. So okay.
It's a camp that teaches you all about science. It does different things about it.
Is this your classroom? Mm-hmm. One of them?
Yep.
Okay. So what fascinates you about the brain? Why, you know, most kids do the heart, most kids make the volcano for their science project. You decide to do something really, really hard. And hopefully you're going to show us, you know, what you've discovered. But what's so fascinating about the brain?
Well, the brain has all different kinds of parts. Like, without the brain, that's why they tell you to wear a helmet, because if you fall on your head and you break it, you have to go to the hospital and you might be paralyzed or something.
So kids at home who are riding bikes need to make sure that they wear their helmets so they don't hurt their brain, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. What else?
And the brain has different parts. I'm going to first tell you about the frontal lobe. The frontal lobe controls your leg.
The leg.
And your hand and your wrist and your fingers.
So all that is controlled through our frontal lobe. So the movement of our legs and our wrists. Mm-hmm. All right, what else?
The temporal lobe. The temporal lobe controls your hand and your eyes. Hand and eyes,
the temporal lobe. Okay.
Yes,
right.
so you will be able to see straight. Without your temporal lobe, you won't. Well, you can see like you have to move your head to see anything.
You have to move your head if you didn't have that. Okay. So now you sure you're 10 years old, man? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Show me the experiment. The people at home, pay attention. Talk real slow, because you know some of the people that are watching this are real slow. Even though you say you're 10, you may not really be 10. But show us the experiment.
Well, these are the dyes I'm using today.
Okay.
These are the image. I'm using these for the image.
Okay.
Now the red is the image that's already flipped up the right way.
Okay.
But the blue is different. The blue is upside down because the blue one has a bit of a problem with it.
Okay.
It's just like when I twist it, that's why it's twisted, and that's why the blue has a bit of a problem, and that's upside down. But the brain, like, use the parental lobe and temporal lobe and the occipital lobe, it makes it right side up.
Wow. I hope the people at home, I hope you got that. So, man, I want to thank you for allowing us to come out to your school to see the great things that you're doing. You are amazing youth, and I see why your parents nominated you for being amazing youth. At 10 years old, knowing this stuff, and I talked about Dr. Benjamin Carson who's a neurosurgeon at Johns Hopkins University, one of the greatest neurosurgeons. Do you want to be like him? Do you want to meet him? Or, you know, what do you want to do before we leave?
Well, one thing I want to learn about what he does with the brain, more about the brain from him.
Wow, so hopefully you'll get a chance to meet him. All right, man, I thank you for being today's Amazing Youth. And also, if you're an amazing youth or if you know an amazing youth, please go to marcclarktv.com and nominate a young person, because I know we have a couple of Joshuas out there, right? You want to say something to the listeners out there?
Just keep trying. Don't listen to anybody. If anybody says something mean about it, do not listen to them at all.
So don't give up. Man, I appreciate you, man. Enjoy your summer, and definitely keep up the good work, young man. 10 years old. Wow, I need to see your birth certificate to make sure, because you're too smart.